Sound effect? I don't know. But I'm doing the reaction there. It is absolute silence. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. I'm going to talk about this in just a moment, but fans on in the window. One of the fans on out in the hall. It's going to be a scorcher, but it's not very warm right now. In fact, it's like in the 50s outside, but warming up fast. So there's this on because too cold. Fan on in the window, too hot. Thumbs up for that. And oddly enough, I had one fan on in the hallway. My housemates were supposed to be going to some sort of music festival over the weekend, camping. And one of my housemates came home, didn't say anything, just went to the bedroom and vanished with one of the fans. So I have no idea what's going on. I guess they're sleeping. So yeah, I don't mind. I mean, we all live here. So I'm not complaining. It's just this is what's happening where I don't know what's going on. Thumbs up for that. Anyway though, checking the rest of my list. Oh yeah, here's a weird one. Every single day, I take every single one of these stuffed animals that are up here down. I put them in my chair. I rearrange all of the big things on the shelves, and then I put the stuffed animals back up there. One of them vanished. It's this one down here. I have two of this type. They sit long, and they are big stuffed hamster type critters. One of them vanished. It's nowhere on the floor. It's not on my shelves. It's gone. And I had it up there yesterday. I have no idea where it is. None. So that's fun and weird. So thumbs up for that. And of course, checking the rest of my list over here. Here is something that I'm going to talk about with Garten of Banban. If you've ever watched any of the Garten of Banban stuff or heard about Garten of Banban, they're like at least two brothers, euphoric brothers, who've made just junk as games in their past. And then they made Garten of Banban, which was an obvious cash grab, and it was awful. But then they made a second one, which was still awful, but kind of intriguing lore-wise. And then Garten of Banban 3 came out, and it got really weird. All sorts of really awful stuff that's obviously in there just to pad it out so it goes over 2 hours so you can't refund it, which I'll talk about more, but it's still weird and getting intriguing. Garten of Banban 4. I watched this guy, Unique Geese, who's making his own horror game, play it. It's actually emotionally investing. There's weird, good stuff happening. I mean, it's bizarre. There are endless abysses. It's supposed to have been a kindergarten, and inside there are depths, abysses. And there are playthings around these abysses, but they go down and down and down and down and down, and the critters that were supposed to be working there they're trying to just live their lives, some of them. Others are vile. Other critters have eaten all of the people that used to work there, but there's kids that your main character is trying to find. They've advertised Garten of Banban 5 and 6 on Steam. 5 looks to be a nightmare rendition of number 1, a remake, really leaning into the horror, and then 6 continues the weirdness. People are actually genuinely invested in this. So, thumbs up for that. I mean, it was filled with stuff that was obviously there to pad the time. Because every one of the sections you had to go were hugely distant. And you had to travel via a system of rail cars that took forever to get to your destination. So just to travel back and forth, because you had to go from here, travel all the way over to this faraway place to come back to talk to this person so you can go back out here to there's a lot of padding so that you can't just refund it. But at the same time, it's interesting. And the guy that I watched play it, again, is doing his own horror game called Indigo Park. And it looks pretty awesome. So here's hoping that's good. But it's really weird. There's emotional investment coming in now. It's really bizarre. And there is, again, there's an abyss, there's abyssal creatures, there's a substance called like Gavanium that causes these weird creatures that are part of the game to come to life. It's odd, but turning interesting. So thumbs up. And then, of course, really quick, just talking about Vladimir Putin, Russia, and Ukraine. Putin has reached the point where he's going to have to do something really, really good because everyone's pulling away from him. It's bad because people that they're sending to the front, they can't control them anymore. They're making videos that are going viral so that the people of Russia are knowing that these people who are sent out with no training are taking at least 40% casualties in 2 weeks. And the ruble is falling. 1 ruble, 1 penny. Vladimir Putin made such a misstep when he invaded Ukraine. Holy smokes. The only thing that makes them a viable big player anymore is the fact that they have nukes. Past that, they have devolved into they're not a big player anymore. Even China's starting to ignore them. Thumbs up. So yeah, that's joyous. But I do have some other stuff I want to talk about. I have been trying to consolidate and get rid of stuff. I got rid of more stuff. I went through my discs and I kept more than I thought. I have about 4 big tubs of stuff back there and boxes. It still seems like too much because I don't know where and what. So I gotta stop with the boxing and such and then just start doing things like the phone calls and the like. I'm gonna call my sister today. I got my vehicle information, so she's helping me on that. Thumbs up. Now, one of the things that I was going through boxes and such, I wanted to show this. This was something that she never got to finish, and you can barely see what it is. She was doing embroidery stuff on this. And it just says, I will love thee with all my heart, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Jennifer and William, March 12th, 2002. And she never got to finish it before she died. But I'm keeping it. And on another level, it's slightly less emotional. Way back when, I think probably the 90s, I got, when DC Comics was doing Vertigo, there's the Vertigo Tarot, which is boxes all just thrashed here. And hopefully all of the cards are not lost. But they are tarot cards based on the Vertigo series of comic books and all the things back then. So you've got, like, this is King of Pentacles, and the art is like that. So it is a different sort of, there's the Fool. I mean, like, you see the Fool there? That is a character. That is John Constantine. That Keanu Reeves did the movie Constantine, or Constantine is the character, said back in the mid-90s, Constantine. But yeah, it's all based on this stuff. I mean, I can't identify a lot of the characters, like the High Priestess. I don't know who that is anymore. So, yay. But I got that kind of cool little tarot deck. Some of the cards are kind of smushed. This one's, I don't even know how it happened, but it's kind of tore up there. It's the only one that's like that, but they're beat up because they've been in this. And it's beat up. All tore up, but still here. Can I get it back inside of there? Probably not. It's all tore up so badly. I'll take it in through this side, maybe? Yeah. As I visibly struggle to put things into a box. Okay, I actually can't do it. So I'm going to talk about why. I messed up everything, my nerves through here, by doing all the work yesterday. I was losing complete function of this arm yesterday. It was like 25 pounds and just moving it, all the nerves and muscles hurt. As it is, it feels bad inside of here. It feels sick and ill because of the irritation of the nerves. It's not so bad, I can't use it. It's heavy and it hurts, but I can use it. But if I keep doing it, that's going to get worse to the point that I can't use it. That was from 2 hours of work, and I don't even know what I can do today, if anything. So the nerve compression is not good. It's never going to get better, but I gotta move so I can get the surgery. But moving before I get surgery. So over the weekend, I gotta talk to my sister, do some stuff. I gotta relax a bit so that this nerve can relax, so the muscles can relax. Because when your nerves are irritated, your muscles get irritated. When your muscles are irritated, they irritate your nerves, which irritates your muscles, which irritates your nerves. So, but some of the stuff I dug out, this looks nasty, and I think it looked nasty back when I first got it, but yay, here is 1 ounce of silver. Ooh. Well, it's a coin from the United States. $1 silver in where it's a special thing though. Yeah, it's 1 ounce of fine silver in the silver dollar coin. I found it, so I thought I'd talk about it. Yay. And then the other thing, I don't know where the book is. These I've had for I don't know how long. But these are the rune stones. They're all the rune stones. Nobody knows what the original, how to say these things and how to use them anymore. That's like apparently, oh, and there's a chunk out of that one. That's apparently knowledge that got lost through time. But if you've ever seen, like, the actual alphabet is like called the Futhark, based on the various things that these are. But the idea is you reach into the bag and you pull out rune stones, and then you check a book to see what that rune stone means. But I don't like them for that. I just think, hey, a bag of rune stones, you know, that's kind of cool. So I got a bag of rune stones still, along with my tarot deck and my ounce of silver. I still have so much junk. And then there's, luckily for this room, the stuff that's not back directly behind me is pretty easy. I got a thing with drawers that I just gotta basically tape shut, and the whole 3-drawer thing can be a box. And I've got just bits of furniture and my monitors. I just got some tubs over there, my computer, and just a table with some stuff over here. It won't take long. There's not a lot of stuff. I need to go through the closet, but the rest of this, not bad. So thumbs up. I kind of heard some stuff outside, so my housemate may be wandering around. I don't know. But hey. So what else do I have on my list? Oh yes, this was something that I tweeted out yesterday, and it just feels like, you know, when I was married to my wife, I had my stuff that I had lost a bunch of stuff through my alcoholism. I crashed and burned. But I had my stuff, she had her stuff, we integrated, and then we lived in her house. And then we moved into an apartment after she had surgery and recovered. Then we bought the house in Shelton here, and then we were living there, and then she died. And then I lost the house to the bank, at which point I lost a ton of stuff. What I could keep, I moved into a storage unit. I eventually lost the storage unit. Lost a lot of stuff. Had a bunch of boxes in my bedroom, went through them a bit ago, a couple of years ago now, consolidated it down to like 1/3 of what I'd had before. Lost a lot of stuff. Now, because of what's going on, I've been throwing things out. I'm losing more stuff. A lot of the stuff is just stuff that I can't use because it's just sitting in a closet, and a lot of that is stuff that Jennifer used to own. I am giving to, I have in a thing downstairs, I'm getting up all the stuff that I want to give to my sister-in-law, but I am losing a lot of things, and it just feels like, if you look at my life right now, you wouldn't never know that I had been married. Jennifer is slowly being physically erased from my life. And that kind of hurts. On the other hand, stuff is just stuff. Except I am a human being. And with emotional attachments to stuff, it's hard to throw some things away, and hard to give some things away, and hard to erase Jennifer from my life. Except that stuff is just stuff. I still have my memories. I still have, I lived with my wife before she died. Physically, yeah, I can lose this stuff, but that can't be taken away from me. But I'm still a human being. And you'll probably still see my kitty cat roaming around. She's become much more active of late. I'm glad she's active. But of course that worries me, because in many, many cases you see a rallying of someone who's about to die. They rally up, they get some energy, they do things, and then they go downhill and die. They rallied because they were about to go to get some stuff done. That's just a natural thing that your body and your mind and all that does. So I'm hoping that's not with her. But let's see. There was one last thing, a story idea. I've had the idea because I've occasionally gotten bitten by bugs and all that, and my general idea on that is, I've got blood to spare. I don't mind sharing some of my blood. It's just, it would be nice if you asked first. Give me a little, ask, I'll give permission. I got blood to spare. So I was walking last night, and I've been thinking about various vampire stuff, which is weird because I don't like vampires. I think they're boring. And yet, I had the idea of this person who got attacked by a vampire. They didn't go for the neck and the artery there. They're going for an artery in the arm. But this guy manages to push him away and actually fight the guy off. The vampire off, and he didn't manage to rip open the artery in here. He just missed because, he's going, hey, come on, I don't mind sharing, you gotta ask first. And then as the vampire is glaring at them and they're talking about this thing, it turns out the vampire didn't rip his arm open properly because he's so distracted, because he had a 300-year townhouse. He'd spent money, time, effort, blood, love on this townhouse. And it had just within this last year been bought underneath him by an internet billionaire who, immediately after purchasing it from underneath him through a shell company, as soon as he moved all that he could out, it was bulldozed and a condo for billionaires and such put in where he used to live. He's pissed. And in the ultimate irony, because of that, he has to rent a place now that's like a third of the size, and it's from the same shell company that bought his house and destroyed it. So it turns out the two of them kind of, the vampire glaring, but just starting to talk out his issues, and the guy going, I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sharing. I got blood to spare. You just gotta ask. You just gotta ask. But it turns out, it's like, come on, you know, you're talking about all this stuff. You need a friend? I don't mind sharing. Just do things. You gotta ask, and you can't take it all. And they become unlikely friends because of this. And I just thought that was an interesting idea. I like that. I have been thinking of it is not good, but I talk with my hand. It's only at, like in the 4 to 5 range, but it's 4 to 6 range, but it's edging up more toward the 6 than anything else. So yay. I can't remember what I was talking about. Yes, I'm still trying to think about my creative stuff. And Amelia, no. I'm still trying to think of my creative stuff. I'm still doing as much as I can. I'm still thinking about various things. I'm rethinking about characters so I don't forget them. I've been thinking about the department. I spent a lot of time thinking about how, on the cosmic horror thing, I've mentioned that there is a spot where after it gets sucked up and destroyed, there is a pow, a flash of magenta light, and then there is a city that is slowly drifting through this circle. It vanishes when it leaves this side, and it appears out of nothing on this side. And it appears to be from this side that they find signs of life. You know, cooked food, meals, end tables, but no people. Except there are some, but they are feral and savage, mindless. And they're still wearing human clothing. Did they become that way because they passed through that barrier and into this circle? There are beings of power there that will generally ignore you if you don't bother them, but you can't understand them. And they're not the kind of individuals like from a video game where you duck behind cover and you try to take this thing out. No, these are the kind of things that if they don't like you, they just look at you. Your head pops, your flesh burns into ash, and your charred bones fall to the ground in the midst of the exploded skull. But it's not you jump behind cover and then take pot shots. No, everyone in a 1 mile area that this thing thinks is a threat, everybody's head pops. Everybody's flesh burns, bones fall to the ground. Imagine working in a research facility and suddenly everybody's heads pop but yours. And then their bodies burn and there's only charred bones and drifting ash along with scattered blood, bone, and brain everywhere. Left with you standing there going, oh my God, what happened? And that is the kind of being they find there. There are objects, there are locations that are bizarre and weird, they don't fit. And there are all sorts of fun stuff like that. And it's drifting, and I figure on a sort of cosmic horror level, in another universe, there is a column that is traveling around their world, leaving a zone of destruction behind, because as it passes through, and they can't just evacuate because it's traveling over the planet, and the planet is set for the parts that are left behind and badly damaged and destroyed and all that, they're having to live with this thing as it passes around and destroys everything that goes around. So thumbs up. But I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These beautiful and awesome people are in fact beautiful and awesome. Without your help, I and my aging pet would be hosed like a Christmas monkey. The worst way to be hosed. Holy smokes, it's bad to be a monkey in this business. It's worse to be a Christmas monkey. And when they start hosing you, oh my God. So thank you, each and every one of you, and thank you to everyone who has ever donated to my PayPal or my GoFundMe. I need to make a GoFundMe video. And I'm going to go thank everybody who left me comments in the past 24 hours. Let me turn off my spotlight here. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended, and even though I count American Sign Language on this hand, I'm basically just stimming. It's something for my hand to do. We have Chris, thumbs up, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated, and thank you. And there is Nexor EH. It's good to see you in the comments. Definitely a thumbs up, and I hope that everything continues to, well, at least not get worse, hopefully better. And yeah, I like these old games. And there's Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up, thank you, and hopefully I'll have more photos soon. There's Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciated, and user, thumbs up. Bleed Tay, T-A-E, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. Adonis Rivera, always good to see you in the comments, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. There is Icon Skyline, greatly appreciated, thank you. Kate, thumbs up, and thank you much. George, I'm going to do my best. Look, it's Mr. T, thumbs up, and thank you. T-A-Y-V-A-W-E-I-G-A-N-D, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. Drunken Coward, who, you know, don't feel bad, thumbs up, and thank you. There's Yowie Boy, Y-A-O-I Boy, thumbs up. There is Floppy Enwa. Oh my gosh, another Enwa. Thumbs up, thank you much. There is R.L. Strange. I don't know if 1897 is a part of it, but thank you very, very much. Sir Repetitious, who left a not very nice comment, but Fluffy Big Butt actually did some good comments in there as well. I'm leaving it up. It was next to abusive, but not exactly. So there is RJ Mitchell, greatly appreciated. Always good to see you in the comments as well. And hey, there is I can't remember what this was, so Floramune, thumbs up and thank you. Well, there's also an Emilio. I don't know if Emilio I thanked yesterday, so somewhere around there. Thumbs up, thank you all, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you get me out of my head, into the world, and dealing with real people, and that is appreciated. Well, Hokey Smokes, I'm going to be taking today easy. Oh boy, it was hard falling asleep. Pain is joyous. I'm going to do what I can to relax, as well as it's a Saturday. I can't make phone calls, so I'm still going to try and carefully go through my stuff because I don't want to lose use of my arm entirely. So I got to be very careful. Still though, hopefully you can get done what you can get done. That would be very, very good too. If not, don't beat yourself up. That just hurts you. It doesn't help you be better next time. Thumbs up. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. And now, I have to... Where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. I have to turn on my controller because it turns off anywhere from 10 to 20, about 10 minutes, I guess, of non-use. So here we go. We're turning that on, and I'll get prepared in place for, I was going to say major contrast, but that's from maximum contrast with my glowing white arms. Oh, really quick, the bad sunburn on the back of my hands is gone, as you can tell. If you look, oh my gosh, it was bad. I mean, literally, it looked baked. It looked like leather. It was bad. It did not look like my hands, especially since my fingers were bright pink. Up here was, you know, so pale I looked like fungus. And then leading down to just leather. I was burned. It looked awful. But it's gone now. So yay, I am pasty white again. You take care, and I will see you on the flip side.